Hi, I'm Arden Kaywin, and welcome to the Pro Singer Success Collective. Today, we're going to be talking about This Wins Auditions, so stay tuned. Okay, guys, I have a quote that I want to share with you today. This is a quote by Mathieu Ricard. He's very French, very philosophical. I love this quote. Listen, knowledge does not mean mastering a great quantity of different information, but understanding the nature of the mind. This knowledge can penetrate each one of our thoughts and illuminate each one of our perceptions. So I want you to hear that again. Knowledge does not mean mastering a great quantity of different information, but understanding the nature of the mind. Yes, this is what I'm talking about, guys. Those of you who follow my content, you understand, you hear me say this all the time. When you change the thinking, you change the singing. The mind matters. And so in this sense, when we think about this quote, there's a huge difference, a great deal of difference between information and transformation. And that's what we're going to talk about today. And now, let's talk about information, right? Information is super important. When we think about, as singers, all the things that we need to understand, all the information that we need around breath support and resonance and, how to use your body for optimum efficiency of both support and resonance, vowel placement, vowel modification, how to negotiate seamlessly between your registers, all these things, it's all necessary information for you to have to make your instrument work. But if you are not consistently winning auditions, if you are not getting hired and getting paid to sing, assuming that you have studied voice one-on-one with an expert teacher and you have all that information, and yet you're still not where you want to be in your singing, in your career, then if you want to win auditions and dramatically change the trajectory of your singing in your career, you don't need any more information. You have all the information that you need. You've got information coming out your eyeballs. The singers that I work with, the reason that they are massively up-leveling their singing in a fraction of the amount of time with greater results, while their colleagues are still slowly plodding away along in the old way of training, it's because the singers who work with us, they're getting transformation, okay? So in my humble opinion, if you are, let's say, an opera singer, you do not need to do another pay-to-play apprentice program. You do not need to, go to yet another performance certificate program after you already have an undergrad degree and a master's degree. If you're a recording artist, you do not need to find a new producer, a new arranger, a new mix engineer. You do not need to change managers or agents or ping pong from teacher to teacher. You do not need to change your diet, your hair color, get the newest whatever, humidifier for your voice, jump on the bandwagon of whatever the latest vocal fad is. You don't need to do any of this. Don't get me wrong. I mean, you can do those things if you like them, if you enjoy them, but you don't need to do them. Those are Band-Aids on a mosquito bite, guys. Okay? A Band-Aid on a mosquito bite is something that has zero effect on the actual problem. Putting a Band-Aid on a mosquito bite is still going to freaking itch. Okay? Do these things if they make you feel good, but they're not going to fix the fact that you want better results from your auditions and your recordings and your performances than you are currently getting, despite all the information that you have. You don't need more information. You need to shift how you're processing that information and how you're embodying it. You need transformation. And I can't tell you guys how many singers that I meet who tell me that they intellectually understand what their teachers are asking them to do. Yet when it comes to the moment of singing, even though they fully understand in their brain what they're being asked to do, what the information is that they're being given, their body is like, nope, can't do it, not going to do it. Can't let go. Can't trust it. Too scary. Too vulnerable. Nope. And how many of you have felt like that? Like intellectually, you fully understand what your teacher's asking you to do. And your body in that moment is like, heck no. It's because, like you, they've got all the information that they can't use because the transformation has not yet occurred, since nobody has told them that that's the problem. And so they're up a creek with all this information and no way to actually use it, especially in the moment it counts, in an audition, in a performance, in a recording session. So what do most singers go do? They go out and they pay for more information until they're so far up a creek with so much information and no real transformation that now they become frustrated. Now they become angry, bitter, jaded. They cannot understand how, with all this training and all this information, they're still not performing in a way that's opening the doors to the higher level of success, to the gigs that they want, to the income that they want, to being able to quit their day job. Are any of you guys struggling with this? If you're watching this, type into the chat. Do you relate? Is this you? Do you have so much training and it just doesn't show up in the form of the career that you really want? What is this costing you in your career? This is where we get real, guys. Type it into the comments. Do you feel like you have all this information, but you're still not singing at the level you want, or the career is not at the level you want despite that? And so get really honest with yourself. What is the lack of transformational learning costing you in your career? What are the time costs? How much time have you spent putting out records that nobody listens to? How much time have you spent going to auditions and not even getting in the callbacks, or maybe even worse, going into the auditions, getting the callbacks and watching the same people get the gig over you? How much time have you spent in the ensemble not booking principal roles because you're lacking the transformation that you need to show up and rise above the crowd and get noticed and get that gig? Be the one whose record is featured in a playlist on Spotify, because that performance and that recording is undeniable. So look, you guys, it's costing you time. It's costing you opportunities. It's costing you income. Every day that you are not able to go out there and make an impact with your voice to create income is a day that you are stuck at your side job wondering, what the hell happened to the dream that I had? I'm 29 years old. I'm 35 years old. God forbid, I'm 40 years old. And I'm still working the temp job, going to auditions and getting squat. I've got my studio in the basement and I'm 37 years old and I'm putting out my 4th record that nobody's listening to. I can't even get any traction behind this stuff. And I'm still blaming it on, I don't have the right marketing. I don't have the right agents. I don't have the right managers. No, you don't. You don't have a performance that stands out because you have the information and not the transformation. So look, what I have discovered through my 25 years of work with singers is this: bringing mindful practice into your singing changes everything. I'm going to say that again. Bringing mindful practice into your singing changes everything. The key to catalyzing your technique so that all the information you have can actually work for you is mindful integration. Connecting high-level technique with proven mindful practice in the moment of singing. That's what facilitates transformation. That's what the singers who work with us in the 2-month intensive learn, and what they're doing and why they're busting through to new levels in their career. Because they've learned how to get out of their own way to do that. They've learned what are the blocks and patterns and all the things in their body, in their mind, in their heart, in their artistry that have been stopping them from integrating all of this to get the transformation they need to make the biggest possible impact in those recordings, in those auditions, in those performances that gets the gig, gets them noticed, and gets the career. And so if you're watching this today and you're a singer who's had tons of training and are filled to the brim with information, but you're still lacking the transformation, then book a call with me and my team. If you're watching on YouTube, when you get to the end of this video, in a minute, you can click on the end screen and be taken to my calendar to get on our calendar to speak with somebody, speak with me, speak with a member of our team. And if you're watching this on Facebook, the link to book a call will be in the chat. Don't spend any more time or any more money on training or programs that only give you more information without the transformation. Because if you do, you will continue to flounder, waste money, waste time, and most important, watch the vision that you have, the dream that you have for your life continue to fade into the rearview mirror until it's too late and it's gone. The singers who work in the intensive, they're getting that foundation for the transformation in 8 weeks. And it serves them for the rest of their career, the rest of their lives, really. And so if you're relating to this and you are a serious singer, which means you are in the game. This is not for somebody who's sitting in their basement, who's been singing karaoke and thinking, God, I wish I could have a singing career. No, this is for those of you who are already in the game, who have training, who are putting yourselves out there and just not seeing results. And so if that's you and you're ready for the transformation that's going to take all this information you have and light a match so that it explodes into the career that you've been waiting for, all this information you have about your voice, and so that it's like that same match that lights it, and all of a sudden it's the sound that you know, and the potential of that sound that has always been within you gets released, and you know how to do that and deliver that every single time now. If that's you and you want that, then book a call with us and get you really, really clear on what is actually blocking you from singing in the way that wins these auditions, that brings the dream. And we'll share with you the strategy that I use with my singers that changes the game. And then if you'd like our help to do that, then we can talk about what that looks like and see if it's a fit. And if not, that's okay too. And so what I want to leave you guys with is this. You can deliver in every audition you go to. And you can have a sustainable, abundant singing career. You just have to decide that you are done gathering information and get the transformation you need. You have to decide you are ready for that. You have to decide that you are ready to stop making excuses for where you are and do whatever it takes to get the transformation you need to get past what's preventing you from getting where you want to go. And if you want help to do that, then book a call with us and we'll see if it's a fit. So I hope this topic has not just been informational, but transformational for you too. I'm Arden Kaywin, and I will see you next time on the Pro Singer Success Collective. Hey guys, thanks for tuning into today's episode. If you want to subscribe, click the link right over there that says subscribe. And if you want to book a breakthrough session with me, which you absolutely should do, then click the link right over here that says book a call to schedule an appointment to speak with us.